Hello, this is Kirill from forexboat.com and welcome back to the course on testing and optimization in MetaTrader 4. In today's tutorial, we will be running forward tests for our Expert Advisor Simple System version 5.0. As you can see here, we've already shortlisted 6 distinct sets for our Expert Advisor, and the way we've come up with these is through optimizations. And today we want to pick out the best ones out of them. So let's say, for example, that we will aim to pick out 4 sets out of these 6. I'll just bring up a slide that we looked at in one of the previous tutorials. And as you can see here, we've already done the back tests and optimizations, and we used 3 months of data to do that. And according to this ratio, our forward test should be 1 month of data, and that's exactly how much we have left. So by running those forward tests, we'll be able to pick out the best 4 sets of parameters. Also, you can see that the hour is specified here, and that's because hour is a significant factor in our trading system. So it's important to know which set corresponds to which hour. Right away we can notice that there are 2 sets corresponding to the hour 9. And we wouldn't want to include both of them in our demo tests that are upcoming. So what we will do is we'll compare the 2 of them and pick only one. And but of course, given that the results are plausible and comparable to the rest. And by doing that, we will already have 1 set, and then out of the remaining 4, we'll only have to pick the best 3. And that way we'll end up with 4 sets. So let's go ahead and do that, and we will start by looking at the hour 9 set. So I'll just cancel this and show you what we need to do. So if we go to Expert Properties, we go to Load and load hour 9. Click OK, and we're just going to run the back test again just to see what it looked like. This was quite a good back test, and in the report we see the profit was $3,000. So now if we run the forward test, we have to move this to 8th of August and this to 8th of September. Click Start and look at the chart. So the back test isn't as good, but it's one of those holding ones. So it would be still a right to keep. But let's have a look at the other setting that we have. So we go to 9B, load that, click OK. We go back to the back test just to see how that performed. So the graph is very similar. Profit is a bit less. It's just over 3,000. That was a bit more over 3,000. And now let's run the forward test. So we'll set this one for the 1 month. Start and look at the chart. The chart is much better in this case. So out of the 2 9s, we will keep only the second one. So we'll go to the data, we'll go to say load, and we'll just put at the end of it, we'll just put a plus to indicate that we're keeping it, and we'll put a minus to indicate we're not keeping it. So now we have to compare these ones. So since we're loading data, we might as well just go ahead and load it. So let's look at the 10. Go back to the back test. This was what the back test looked like, and the forward test looks like this. It's not too good, it's not going straight up, but it is a holding back test, a forward test. So that's all right. We probably can keep it, but we need to check out the other 3. So let's go and do that. Let's look at the hour 4. So we'll go back to 5. This is what the forward test looked like. Sorry, the back test looked like. Now let's look at the forward test. Forward test isn't too good. It is quite negative. So this is one potential candidate to be discarded. Let's look at the next one, hour 8. That is what our back test looked like, and let's look at the forward test. Forward test is okay. It went up. There was obviously a loss trade here, and That brought the deposit a bit down, but it is profitable, so we'll keep that for now. And let's look at the last one, set with hour 7. So that's the backtest. Backtest is pretty good. And we look at the forward test. Forward test is actually not good at all. As you can see here, we have a evident trend going down, so we wouldn't want to see that on our account. So I think this is even worse than the hour 4. We're going to have to discard this one. And there we go. That's how we can select our winners. So this is a minus, this is a plus, this is a plus, and this is a plus. So that's all great. That's exactly what we wanted to see to select the 4. Now bear in mind that you can of course select more sets as a starting point, and then select more for your demo test or less. It's all up to you, and this is just an example. I'm just illustrating how you would go about it, but I think in this case 4 is sufficient for a demo test, and so that's what we'll go ahead with. And we will just save the reports so we have something to look at going forward. So let's load them. Okay, but the report to get the report, we'll run it for the whole period of the backtest plus forward test, so from May to September. So let's run that. There's our chart. So go to report, click save as report, and here we'll type in simple system version 5.0, and then set hour equals 10. So we'll just copy this bit, save. I'll just fit this browser window in here. So that's our report. As you can see here, it says open prices. We can very quickly fix that. We'll just go change this every tick. We know that will be exactly the same. It'll just take maybe a bit longer. There's our graph. So save as report, save as the same one. There we go. That's our first one. Now if we go to settings and we load the second one, 4. Okay, start. So now we want to save this report, save as report. It's going to be hour 4. I'm just going to close this one. So we have the 10, the 4. Now we'll go expert properties, the 8. Save as report. And finally we want to save the 9. There we go. So saved all 4 of them as reports. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. And now we can quickly compare which one's the best. So this one was hour 10. It's 4,000. Hour 4 is 2,000. This is 2.3, 2.8, and this one's 3.9. So that's the order that they're in. So this is the most profitable one, hour 10, and we will call it the first set. This is the second profitable one, where hour is 9. We'll call it the second set, and this is the third one, and where hour was 4. And this is the fourth one. So as you can see, the charts are all pretty good. And now what we want to do is we want to launch these on a demo test to see how they will work online while they're running live. And we will do that in the next tutorial, and I'll explain you exactly how it's done and how exactly what's the best way to go about keeping your terminals up and running 24/7. It'll be a very exciting couple of weeks while the demo tests are running. So I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial, and until then, happy trading.